Hi, my name's Kwok Wan. I'm the LNG editor at Petroleum Economist. I'm here at the LNG Global Congress in London. I'm here with Guy Broggi, the senior LNG advisor for Total. Hello, Guy. I just want to ask some questions about your very interesting presentation you gave today. You said it was a race for LNG, and you seem to suggest that the race is to get for people producers to sign up with sellers.
Sure.
Yes. Do you see it becoming a seller's market in the next kind of 5 or 10 years?
I think I've tried to show the people here in London that the time is ripe for all the sellers to try to attract buyers to let them commit long-term for new projects, namely from East Africa, where have found a lot of new discoveries of gas. It's true to Cyprus and Israel to a lesser extent, and of course the US and Canada, which are looking at Asia-Pacific region for commitment for long-term LNG sales contract.
I see. Does it mean contracts are going to change, do you think?
I tried to make the comparison with wedding. So we don't think that between buyers and seller it's not a tug of war. It's just an understanding how to live with the next 15 to 20 years. In terms of Asian buyers, they are accustomed to take long-term risk at a price which is linked to the crude oil because they trust the crude oil market as a fair value of energy. In Europe, however, because of the existence of NBP and TTF hub prices, it is not possible for buyers to commit long-term except on the terms of TTF or NBP. My point here is that it's time for buyers and sellers to talk together, to contract volume, and the price will be reflected after negotiation that no one party will dominate. But in Europe, I'm sure that we will have hub price convergence with the historic price.
I see. Can I extend that to Asia? You mentioned Asia. That historically, they have always bought on oil-linked contracts. Some are perhaps pushing to include more of a hub element, either a Henry Hub, the US gas price. Do you think this is a trend? Do you think producers will accept maybe a bigger hub element?
It has already started with Gale and Kogas taking trains to the Cheniere project based on Henry Hub prices. So your question is, yes, in Asia, people would like to have maybe not a full Henry Hub price, because after all, they don't know the risk of the US market. They may still consider crude oil as a market to be fair enough to reflect the price of energy. However, we will see some trends in alleviating the effect of oil. Yes.
I see. Last question. I just want to ask about new projects. You talked about Israel and East Africa being new hotspots for LNG production. Do you think these projects will go ahead if sellers insist on a larger hub element?
This project, I often talk about the mayonnaise. In order to make a mayonnaise, you need all the ingredients like reserves, a company solid enough to produce a reserve, financial strength, a buyer, but you need also the hand of the cook. And I think that between Israel and Cyprus, it's new, but they will find out the right hand to take the correct decision between buyers and sellers.
I see. Great. Thank you very much for your answers, Guy. This is Kwok Wan talking to Guy Broggi, the senior LNG advisor for Total.